Welcome back to Valley Boys TCGCK here, and we're bringing you a little bit of gameplay from EX05. Here we were testing with our buddy Jose before he headed out to Nats. So he was planning on running this Beelstar. So to get him the reps in, we're going ahead and running Anubis. Let's be honest, Anubis was the best thing to come out of EX5, and that's why it's getting hit so fast. Now, I do run a slightly different version. As you see, I went into Cerberus Werewolf mode. I do run a Cerberus package to utilize Cerberus X's effect. My build is kind of different from most Anubis builds. I run a few techie things that go a little different. But here we go from Cerberus mode, Werewolf mode, sorry, into Cerberus X, which will let us play, draw one trash one and play a level 3 out of trash, so we get that Ignite-mon directly out. And then since we trash, we have our Inheriteds there and our draw from Sunomon, so lots of stack effects. Anubis has a lot of stack going on. Now he knew what we were running, so he had the Psychmon out pretty early. So we go into the Wizardmon. Now this is one of my other techs. Wizardmon, I love this EX Wizardmon because it gives all retaliation rush. So if we don't get the Merva, and you see we've already set up the stack in the trash there, but if we don't see the Mervamon, we can just play some things through Cerberus X effect, or through just Anubis itself to play out some retaliators, and then they'll already have rush because Wizardmon gives us another way to get rush. So we're not just relying on seeing Merva. Wizard X is another way around it. And then we just play a mat here. So we're set up pretty nicely for next turn. And he's not seeing what he wants. He plays the Gabu X to get his draws in. Now the Beelstar is very interesting because the support of the Garurumon engine really ramps up the speed of that deck, really gets it online pretty fast. As long as it sees its pieces, and here you see he goes into get a few more draw and trash, really setting up for that Beelstar pretty quickly here. It's a very interesting resurgence for Beelstar. Beelstar is one of those decks that never really goes away. Now you see we get one of our own Psychmons in raising. Psychmon right now is kind of slowing him down as well because can't reduce play costs. And so we just go ahead and go into the Anubis, use the effect. We're trashing 3 here. Actually, I think we're probably only going to trash 2. We can't reduce the play cost anyway, but we're just reducing some hands so that we can go ahead and play out that Wizardmon for the full 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we'll pass him to 6. We'll gain some memory from our Inheriteds. We'll draw from Suno. The on-play should delete the Psychmon. There we go. And I think we missed another Inherited there. We probably could have choked him down one more. The Ignite-mon had another Inherited there. But that's alright. If we had kept turn, that Wizardmon would have had Rush anyway, because again, we have another Wizardmon Inherited under the Blue Marimon. So we're looking really good here. Ready to do some heavy damage next turn. And so he just has to kind of go up and try to go in already. We don't have any blockers. Since we don't have Mervamon, we do not have blockers yet. So Mervamon helps that wall of blockers. The Wizardmon helps to get more aggressive early if we need be. And then here we go. We can see another Floodgate come out. The Gazimon comes down. Now I think about whether I want to promote the Psychmon, if I can go for turn here or go for game here. But I think we decide just to keep building the board state. So we're thinking it through. We decide to swing with Wizardmon. It lives, unfortunately. I think we wanted that one back in the trash to cycle it back with Anubis effect. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we use the Cerberus X effect to swing, restand. Yeah, we probably should have brought the Psychmon out. We could have swung with Psychmon and popped him ourselves and used the Cerberus effect. Let's see, we got 2 more swings here. Deciding if we can do anything with it. I guess we do not have the Mervamon, or are we waiting to do the Merva play? I feel like we should be able to do it here. So, okay, there we go. Yeah, we're trashing 3 from hand to use Anubis effect to play Merva. 2 cost. Now, Ghazi's blocking all my memory, but Anubis effect will pop the Ghazi. And then we'll use the on play to gain the memories there. Remember to... And now we have our walls to go ahead and go in. And remember to order your effects appropriately. And of course, this is Beelstar, so there is a lot of security bombs. So here he comes with the barrage. He's kind of got a decision to make. And he goes for the Anubis, which in the grand scheme of things is good. Although I think the Mervamon would have saved him from game because I would have had one less swing. But it doesn't matter. We hit another security bomb. And here we see the Cocytus Breath come down. And he goes for the Merva. But that's okay because we have enough memory to just Evo into Merva. Play out. We go ahead and go with... Oh, Fly Bullet only gets the lower one. So, yep, we take game one. Yeah, Anubis is just so disgusting. I understand why it was banned. Or limited, I should say. But I really like spam decks, so it just fits. And ironically enough, I wasn't planning on playing Anubis this set. I really wanted to play Leviamon, and after 2.5 boxes, I had 3 Anubis and 0 Leviamon. So I was like, you know what? I think the cardboard gods have called me to play Anubis for the time being. So decided to run it. We go ahead and just drop. We got a Doberman in the back. We do run one Doberman to maximize Doberman X's effect. And he's just going to go ahead and start building here. We do have the Psychmon to kind of counter Beelstar here. We both have Psychmons. It's a Psych stare off here. So he's going to swing in with the Garuru X training, so that's good for us if we have our pieces in hand. I think I was having a rough time in this one. And then here we see where Garurumon come out. And he's not going to have to worry about much because, again, we have nothing big enough to swing over him, but we do have Doberman who will gain retaliation. So Doberman Dober X, because it went over a Doberman, will gain retaliation. But we go into the Blue Mara to continue our cycle and setup. Now, Garurumon does have some protections, but... Oh, that's right. We put when we Digivolved into the Dober X, we put retaliation on the Psychmon so that we could sacrifice Psychmon over that Garuru. And now we're setting up good. We got the Anubis. We're trashing 3 there because we had the Ignite already. Putting another 2 more to get Merva. And here we are. We're already online. And you see that we also run the EX Devimon. That is one of my favorite techs in here because if I get the Wizardmon X in an Anubis stack, if I don't see the Merva, I can just play out the Demi Devimon for free, essentially, because it reduces by 3, and it'll automatically be a rush retaliation. Here, again, we went for the Merva play, but then we realized, oh, he has the Psychmon out. We can't do the Merva play, so we're stepping it back a little bit. Again, this was casuals, so we're going to go ahead and step out. I said, hey, you know what? I've already committed to the 3, so I trash 3, and then I just play out the Demi Devimon as the single one to play out. Because I couldn't remember what I pitched from hand at that point, so I said, no, I can't take back, put cards into hand. Whatever's in the trash is in the trash. I pitch 3. I'm not going to get the reduction, but I'll play something out anyway for full cost. We go ahead and go with the Demi Devimon because it seemed to be the cheapest one at the time. And it does pop the Psychmon from the Anubis effect anyway. I do know that, I think in game 1, and I didn't point it out, I did miss some triggers from Anubis because we played stuff out with nothing to pop. We should have been able to draw something. And then, yeah, here we see Beelstar come down, and it gets the option back to go ahead and just pop us. I think that was the Rivals Barrage? I want to say he played Rivals Barrage. Whatever it was, he was playing something that was going to pop us. We swing in, die to security, and then we're just going to probably build in the back. We have a Ogremon going in the back. Ooh, Calling from Darkness. Yeah, that's not a bad option because we probably don't have our top end since we trashed most of it. So of course we're going to bring back Anubis, and looks like Blue Maramon. Blue Maramon's a fair option here. And I guess we should just go to Blue Maramon. Yeah, we won't get the cycle, but we have our trash set up with what we need, and we can Anubis next turn to get our board back to where we want. As long as he doesn't drop another Psychmon, which is very, very possible. Be very sad if we see it. He gets his cycle going. Realize he forgot the Pseudomon, and then he just goes into Ruin mode. Ruin mode is, yeah, that's a card. Ruin mode is a card. Ruin mode ruins a lot of plans. Now, luckily we're 6K, so we're just over it. So if we want to, we can still go into Anubis and do some things, except that minus 5K to the board means that the Murph is not going to really proc well. We do not have Soulmons in this deck. Soulmon is really the counter to Ruin mode, because Soulmon automatically gives plus 2k DP to the retaliation, so it comes down giving itself 2k as well. So it and something else will be at the 6k, just over the Ruin mode threshold. So really, Soulmon would have been nice. Here we decide to pitch. We pitch a few here to play a Mervamon, and we should have drawn a card for that Pummel Whack, throwing it away. Gain some memory here. And he was mentioning, oh, you need to gain the memory from Ignite, but I said it doesn't see itself. It's not till Mervamon plays something out that we see. Now Mervamon's, whatever it plays out, is just gonna die. So it kind of ruins itself there. Like, I can't even say, oh, well, let me play Dober X to give the on play, because my understanding is correct. It shouldn't even get the on play, because it'll be blown up before it sees anything. So we do get to pop the Gurumon at the least from the Anubis effect. And our only option is just to drop another Blue Maramon on board to set up for next turn, do something big, maybe get another Anubis loop going. He's going to swing in with this Ruin mode. It's going to give another 5k to the board, so we're going to have some issues going forward there. We've also given him 4 memory, so he can just... He probably has enough pieces. He's counting it out to just go ahead and Beelstar us again. It looks like he's got some in hand. And again, this is prep for Nats for him, so we're talking through a lot of plays, talking through a lot of what he could do, what he should do, what he shouldn't do. We're not necessarily trying to win, we're trying to practice. So he does his thing, Ruin mode, pops my Anubis, can give another 5k to the board for this turn, and he recovers. And then here we see another Beelstar come out for cheap. He's gonna play the oh no, he goes for the Blue Maramon, which is a smart play. That's what we're talking about. Once Merva's on board, she doesn't do too much, although because I run the Demi Devimon, it actually kind of works, because I can just hard play that for 3 and boom, I have a blocker with retaliation. So Mervamon with the Demi works pretty well. And it looks like we're missing a lot of pieces, so there's that Demi Devimon I was talking about, but it looks like I guess we're missing a level 3, because we take the Werewolf mode, which is interesting. And so now he's going to climb up again. Yeah, the Gurumon package itself is just... One, it can be aggro itself, double check with Wergururu, but all those basically just turbocharging the trash to get Beelstar online faster. It's pretty good. It's really good. It's definitely a very, very purple meta for now, but I think once March 1st hits and all the hits go into play, it's definitely going to make a difference. He swings with the Garurumon, so you can draw a pitch. And technically, we can block here with the Merva. It looks like we do. We're not too worried about Beelstar swinging over us, because we are bigger than Beelstar. And then he's just counting out how much he has in trash so that he can just Beelstar us again anyway. Yep. We don't even bother to see what he's going to pull from trash. We know he's just going to pull something to pop it. It's probably just the rivals or whatever he has in there. He's going to deal with Mervamon. So here we decide to just straight Merv across. Looks like we don't have enough to build anything with. So we're trying to get some pieces online, get some blockers probably. We see Wizardmon and Dober X come out. And looks like we give retaliation to the Merva? That's interesting. No, I think we do give it to Dober X. We should give it to Dober X so that it can block also. So we have 3 blockers on board. And you see he's got it in hand to just ruin my day. He has another ruin mode. But first he plays the mat, and then he goes into ruin mode to just get rid of my little bottom end. And so now we're really not in a good position here because we don't have anything to build in the back. And we can't hard play a lot of things because they'll just die to the neg 5k that's on board. So I think my thought process is, yeah, just slam another blue Marimon, give him his 3 he's going to have anyway. Well, 4 if he promotes that Gabumon. So yeah, this one, obviously, the Ruin modes really came into play in this second match because it is just really controlling us. Ruin mode is just really, really good. I believe we run one in this deck, although we have not seen it yet. It would have been nice to counter a Ruin with a Ruin, but he's deciding what to go through here. What's the order of operations, if you will. He does have some memory to go with, but I guess he doesn't have the pieces to do anything with Gabumon. He can now swing in, do Ruin mode things. So we do block it, and that was the problem that he wasn't sure if he wanted to go in because it dying to retaliation like that doesn't proc its end of attack effects. So he loses a lot there, although he still gets the -5 to the board because it's on deletion. And so here we see another Beelstar come down. It's just, yep, once Gurumon turbos that trash up, Beelstar is just controlling so much. And so here we see the swing, it dies to Ruin, he pops to get another, yep, recycle Ruin. Now there's a 10k neg on my board. There's nothing I can do. We scoop there because we can't promote, and he's got the swing next turn. So here we are to game 3. And we're hoping we draw better. We did break a little bit there, but nothing too severe. It's just Beelstar got set up quick enough. We couldn't keep up with it, ironically enough, as fast as Anubis is. And so here we've got, we set up in the back, and then we choke him to 1 using Alice. He'll still gain the memory off the mat that he played first turn. He goes up, swings in. He's just going to try to get his cycle going from this one attacking. He realized he forgot to draw, and then he hits the Pummel Whack. Alright, Pummel Whack deals a level 4, so that's perfect. Pummel Whack is our removal to deal with this little guy right here, Psychmon. Psychmon really stops the Anubis deck, so that's why we run the Pummel Whack. So knowing that it was in security means we missed an opportunity there, but that's alright. And so we pitch a Wizard. We're on blue Mara, thinking we should gain the memory. Did we gain the memory? Yeah, there we are. There, we gain a memory, we draw a card. Debating whether it's the right time to go ahead and just Anubis already. Might as well. Oh, it's not an Anubis. Oh, okay. It's not an Anubis, it's a Merva play. This works because it'll let us play out the Wizardmon, but we won't get the pop to Psychmon. But we still gain some memory back. Trying to keep him under 3. I guess we should gain 1 from... Yeah, 1 from Ignite, 1 from Blue Mara. There we go. We choke him back to 1. Yeah, there we go. I knew we missed some math there, but it's alright. So, hey, we got 2 blockers on board. 1 of them retaliation, and he just fly bullets us. So, yep, yeah, that's one way to deal with it. Just fly bullet. We got to rebuild. We got to hope we have enough cards in hand to just climb up the ladder here. And we get our draw for Evo, and then draw 2 Trash 2 from Blue Mara. And looks like he gave us enough memory, and if I'm not mistaken, that looks like a pummel whack in hand. So we just trash 2. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that's why we run it. Pummel whack to deal with Psychmon, so now we can Anubis. We're gonna pitch 3 so that we can pull back Merva from trash. I think this is the play. Yeah, that fly bullet kind of, I mean, yes, it dealt with the Merva, but it just set us up. Ooh, we trashed an Anubis, interesting. And so for 2, get an, and then we'll gain 1 there. We'll get to draw a card if we remember. Yep, we did remember, awesome. And then Merva will let us play 2 out. We should gain 1 more memory. So, hey, not bad. From going from a level 4 to now 4 wide with 2 level 6s for passing him just a 4 memory. He'll go to 5 with Matt. So, or 6? Did I miss something there? Not sure what I missed. Oh yeah, Goblimon gains 1 star to turn 2. That's why he gained 2. Okay, cool. All right, we're back on it. So yeah, he's got a pretty wide board coming at him next turn. You'll see we'll have, what, 5 attacks? 6 with whatever Anubis plays out, potentially. So we, this board is already lethal. This board is lethal, and that's just what Anubis does. Anubis is just so aggressive. So he's trying to debate what can he do to survive next turn. What should he do? He swings in. I remind him we do have blockers, and he's fine with it. He's just trying to get his cycle going. But now he's got a problem because with that Garurumon dead, he does not have, he can't play options. He just wants to see what we have in trash to set up, what we might play out next turn. But he can't play certain options, so he gets the Psychmon, and then he strips all our sources with the Howling Crusher. That was a very interesting play, preventing us from gaining our memory or drawing or anything like that. So that's, but it gives us plenty of memory that we could use Anubis effect to pop the Psychmon. Like, reduce the play cost by 3, that's fine. I'm gonna swing 5k, and he'll, not sure what that was, but 5k security. He'll be able to play Gabumon from the trash. Good for him. He'll have extra there. Yeah, if we use Anubis effect here, I believe there's a Demi-Devimon in trash that would gain retaliate, or they would gain rush from Mervamon because it has retaliation, and it would only cost us 3. It's basically a oh yeah, so we pitch 1 just so we can, there it is, yep. Yeah, we pitch 1, we swing, and then Anubis effect pop, there we go, yep. And now we can just kind of go in for game, except, again, this is Beelstar. There are security bombs. So now he gets to choose what to pop. He pops the Anubis, of course. And then another security bomb, Fly Bullet to pop again. So had it not, we went full gas there. There was potential for us to do better. But we do have a way to go for game here, because we have Alice McCoy, which will let us pop the Goblimon to go into Anubis to gain 1 from the, I think we missed the Ogremon effect from Blue Maramon. And so here we'll do Anubis effect, bring out Merva for 2, gain 1 back from Blue Mara, and then we'll play out, and then we'll keep turn. And now we just swing out for game, lock it up there. Fun gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys come back next time.